Just an update. You're still training 2 boxers at the minute. Tell me a little bit about those.
Well, I'm training a few boxers at the minute. You know, I train Adam Lickle, who's 6 fights unbeaten now, welterweight. You know, from Blackpool. Really talented fighter. I also train Craig Lyon, the English bantamweight champion. I trained Sergey Rabchenko, who's challenging Ryan Rhodes for the European light middleweight title on the June 16th show in Velodrome. And top of the bill there is Scott Quigg and Rendell Munro. So, which is probably going to be my best promotion. And I also train a young Irish amateur star called Ryan Burnett, who won everything as an amateur junior. Won, I think, 98 fights, won 96, something like that. Incredible record. So really loving the training side of things, yeah.
In particular, Sergey Rabchenko from Belarus, he's fighting Ryan Rhodes for the European title. That's at the Velodrome next month. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very difficult situation because Ryan Rhodes has been a friend of mine for a number of years. I also promote him, but they were the number 1 and 2 in the European rankings, and they were both matched against each other. So it was a difficult decision. I've been training Sergey for a while now, and I was a little bit uncomfortable about going in the opposite corner against Ryan at first, but I sat down and spoke to Ryan and told him about it, and he's still not very happy with it. But the main thing is I feel like I'm looking in the mirror and know that I've done right by Ryan, and it will be a great fighter. But it doesn't matter whether I train Sergey or Ryan. As the promoter, the winner, I will bend over backwards to get him for the world title for, and also the runner-up I'll be there for as well. So yeah, but it's a fantastic fight, really. It could be the first fighter or champion I would have trained, I guess, so as a coach. So big night for me.
Very big indeed, then.
Yeah, it is. It's probably, the whole show is probably the best promotion I think I would have put together in my 3 years as a promoter. Rendell Munro and Scott Quigg, the number 1 and 2 ranked in the division. On the bill got heavyweight Richard Towers fighting for an EU title, Ryan Rhodes versus Sergey Rabchenko for the European light middleweight title, and also former world title challenger Martin Murray is also on the bill. So there's 4 title fights on one bill where they could have stood alone on their own as a top of the bill. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
There you go, mate. Just wave it about a bit, let it dry.
I've been with Ricky 3 years now, and everything since I come with Ricky, everything started to take off. He's got me 3 titles, got me world title fights, and there's bigger fights to come.
And you're very happy?
Yeah, of course I'm. Yeah, been really took off for me in my career since being with that promotion. So I'm very happy with that promotions, and just looking forward to some big fights in the future.
You've had some very good fights in the past.
Yeah, some good ones, mate. Yeah, like I said, there's plenty more to come. But I've been in some good fights. My last one for a world title, that was my biggest to date, and just looking forward to being in more world title fights and eventually becoming world champion.
How did you feel after that last fight?
Knackered. No, I felt all right. Yeah, good 12 rounds first time on that level, and it was it was a great learning experience for me, and it's only going to benefit me in my future career.
Callum.
16th of June, Velodrome, big game.
Yeah, it's a massive show. There's 4 title fights on it, and in my opinion, the biggest show this season. That's in Britain especially. So it's a big show. 4 title fights, other fights on it. And I'm involved in a title fight myself, so looking forward to it.
And in terms of today, quite an exhibition here.
Yeah, obviously, as you can see in the ring, Adam Lickle and Ryan Burnett's going through the paces. Ricky's putting them through the paces, and just basically just showing. There's obviously a lot of fight fans, as you can see, and just basically just showing them, the stuff that they do in training with Ricky before the fight, because a lot of people only see fighters when they actually fight, and they don't see the other side of it, the training. So it's a good opportunity today for Ricky and the fights to show them that.
And the future for you?
Becoming world champion, mate. That's the main aim, and that's the ultimate to where we want to be. Not just for myself, but for the support, for my trainer, and my manager, just everyone, the full team that I've got behind me, and just want to become world champion, mates. And with the guidance of Ricky, I'm sure I'll get there.
Have you got any time scales on that? You setting yourself?
I'm there now, mate. I'm at world level, so if any world title fight comes up, and it's a good world title fight, then we'll jump at it.
Martin, Matthew Macklin, what are your thoughts on what may or may not happen there?
Obviously, you know, it's a fight that people want to see. He's just been recently shouting me out on Twitter. You know, and it's a fight I've always been interested in. I know we'll beat him, and you know, we're trying to work towards getting the fight sorted. I know he wants it, and I want it, and you know, a lot of people want to see it. So it'd be stupid for us not to fight.
So hopefully, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, sort of thing. But hopefully, it will.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, ideally, it'd be good if it could happen. But you know, I'm not going to go waiting about for anybody. I've got my own career to think about. But you know, if it happens, it happens. But you know, the way things are looking, it's you know, fairly confident that it can happen in the future.
Squeeze. 10 more. 10. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
How does it feel after what you've been through today so far?
Brilliant. It's nice. It's nice to come somewhere like this before. I've never been to anything like this before. Not only to be here with like Hatton Promotions, but I'm also sponsored by Via Max, so I've been to their stand. And then to do this in front of people, I think it gives people more of an idea of what we do on a daily basis. You know, it's one thing saying you're a professional boxer, but it's something else when people are actually there in the flesh watching you, and I think they understand it a lot more.
So it's important for them to see what goes on behind the scenes?
Yeah, definitely. Same in every other sport. You know, it's not just boxing. That people generally see the big fights or the big match, and they don't see the preparation and the determination, motivation of people in the gym and what they have to do to get there. So I think today was a bit of an eye-opener for people. You know, you've not only got boxing here, you've got jiu-jitsu, and you know, it gives people a good overall understanding of combat sports.
But even the actual fighting, there was a lot of a build-up before you actually got into actually sparring.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was great because you know, not only does it give me a build-up and I like it, it's good for Ricky and his promotional team, and everyone surrounded with Hatton Promotions is happy about today and what it does for the organisation.
And how long have you been with Ricky?
It's got to be about 9 or 10 months now. I've had 3 fights under him, and my 4th on the 16th of June on the Quigg and Monroe undercard. So I'm looking forward to that now. Can't wait.
And beyond that?
You don't want to jump the gun too much because you could look back at it in future years and thought I could have done this, you know. But I'd like to do the old-fashioned route of you know, go for the British title, win it outright. You know, that's something that you can show your grandkids and kids in the years to come. And I will get a world title. I've no doubts about that. But all I've got to do for now, I'm 21, just keep on training hard, stay with Ricky, he's been there and done it, and I'll just hope for the best.
And in terms of anything you're specifically learning from Ricky?
I've got to say I learn everything about boxing, from every tiny little inch or centimetre. You know, not only, it's not changed my style whatsoever, it's where my foot movement is, where my hands are doing, picking the shots, setting the shots up. He's an absolute brilliant coach, and I do think he'll have a great stable and they'll all be world champions.
Let's go. One attack. Attack. One good in. Order.
Here we go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Excellent stuff. Again, let's have a round of applause for Jamie.
Jamie, you've just had a bit of a bout there with a couple of good boxers. What are your thoughts? How do you feel?
Absolutely knackered. It was really tiring. That was only, I think, was it 30 seconds each? But absolutely knackered. Obviously, I was just standing there, just taking the punches, but still feel it through the pad even.
Ryan, how are things going with you? Tell me a bit about yourself and what you've been doing. Tell me a bit about your background.
Well, I've had a great amateur career and I've decided to go professional, so I came to Ricky Hatton and Ricky Hatton's took me professional, so signed the contract, just waiting on word back, coming back from the medicals and stuff, and then hopefully get my career on the go.
And how long have you been with Ricky?
Probably about 4 months now. I signed the contract 4 months ago, but I've been training with him for a few months before that, so all in all probably 6 months.
And how's it going?
Everything's going perfect, couldn't ask for more.
And what were your ambitions before joining Ricky?
The ambition was really to be world champion in the pro game, and by signing pro with Ricky, then that's what I'm doing. I'm chasing my ambition.
You've got a reputation for being very quick.
A small bit, I try to be. Yeah, I've had 98 fights and I've won 94 of them. I've been Olympic gold medal. I've won Olympic gold medal, a world silver medal. I've won 7 Irish titles, multi-nation golds, multi-nations bronze, and a few other bits and bobs.
And in terms of ambitions with Ricky, what are your specific ambitions there with him?
The plan is to be WBC champion of the world. I've always wanted to be WBC champion of the world.
And in terms of Ryan, how far do you really think he can go?
I think he can not only win a world title, I think he can win a world title at a few different weights. I think he can go through 3 or 4 weights and beat the best.
We're a sports nutrition company that supply high-level sports nutritional products to elite athletes. We look after the likes of Matthew Hatton, Scott Quick takes our nutrition products, Denton Vazell, Matty Askin, and also we with the deal we have with the Hattons, we actually also look after on a nutritional basis individual boxers as well, not just on nutrition but on the diet as well. So we help, or shall I say I help, the boxers get ready for a fight over an 8 to 10 week period, get to the right weight without feeling too drained, and then we help them put another 8 pounds on at proper weight for the fight itself. And if I work with a boxer, we have to know exactly what their needs are, and I'm actually with them actually for the fight as well, right up to the point they actually go in.
Talking about this event, how important is this in the calendar for you?
It's very important because you can see the crowds here, and to get the Hatton brand out there, it's just amazing. It's my first visit, to be honest, and well impressed.
And in terms of being impressed, what particularly impresses you about today?
Just the amount of interest in the different sports, not just boxing, but you know, we've had a walk round, me and Ryan, and we've been like, look at that, you know, and like kids I suppose, you know, and everyone's buzzing.
And it's a bit of an inspiration for other children as well, and maybe to join Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Yeah, the more publicity, any publicity is good publicity, but something like this, it's just on another level.
Hatton?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm just using it.
John, what's your role where you are at the minute? What do you do? What's your role?
I involve basically training personal trainers, group exercise instructors how to use boxing as a form of fitness. It's very different to what you've just seen in the ring there, to what the guys need to do of an everyday workout. If you've got someone that wants to lose weight and tone up, they can't always go into the ring and do what you've just seen Ricky doing there. So we show them a real way, and you can use functional exercises to fuse together to use boxing for people to achieve what they want in a fitness scenario.
And how long have you been doing the job here?
I've been doing it in the industry for 14 years. I've been teaching boxing for fitness for 5. So I've been travelling around the country teaching groups of people how to do exactly what we've just been talking about.
You must love it.
I love it, yeah. It's one of those, I've got a passion for fitness and my passion for boxing as well, so the ability to work together and do that, then it's just amazing. I love it.
What are the highlights?
Travelling around to different areas of the country, different areas of the world, teaching it, being at events like this, and obviously working now with Brand Hatton, which has been fantastic.
We run the training for fitness courses, so you can incorporate boxing into the sessions. So it's more boxing specific, the way you can do the combinations and things like that. But you can also incorporate the push-ups and the squats and things. So it's a mixture of both, really.
Bit unusual, some might say, to see a girl doing it.
Yeah, there's a lot more girls than you're thinking, especially for the fitness side of things. A lot of people like to watch the boxing, but not everyone wants to spar and get hit in the head and things like that, so this is a perfect way to incorporate into that. No contact, but yet you still get the same feel for it.
And what do you get out of it? What do you enjoy about it?
I just love the intensity of it. I love the intensity out. You can get the aggression out, and also you're getting a great workout as well, and the fitness level's high.
How long have you been doing it?
4 years. 4 years, long time. So yeah, we've recently just moved over for the Hatton and incorporating it with Ricky and the guys.
And how's it going?
Really well, really well. Everyone's enjoying it. Everyone seems to be liking it, so it's good.
Yeah, and you've just done a show for everyone there. It's just a typical workout.
Yeah, there was just some of the basic stuff we was doing there. We was doing the basic combinations and things like that. We didn't incorporate any of the functional exercises, but you still get a great workout from just the boxing.
Talk me through what you do for the brand Hatton.
Yeah, well, basically, I'm the brand manager. I sort of look after all the sales and marketing for the entire group, primarily, in the clothing division. Obviously, with what's happening with the Hatton Academy, with that as a new business, and obviously promotions, which is the visual end that most people see, from Sky.
So, in terms of a general day, it's pretty busy then.
Yeah. You sort of hop from one project to the next. I can be looking at a boxing boot or a boxing glove 1 minute, then you're on the phone to a boxer trying to sort out, an appointment with Ringside or with ITV or doing a photo shoot. It's very fast paced. It's 24/7. You're on the go all the time.
Quite a responsible job.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be involved in a brand that's come from sort of, Ricky's a bit of a British icon, and making that transition from, a celebrity status and trying to put it into, a business environment where we can put a brand and get his qualities of what he believes in into boxing, making sure that we put a quality product into the marketplace that's priced right, and, from a clothing point of view, or whether that's from a promotions point of view where, looking after boxers, delivering opportunities, or from what we're doing in the academy, making sure that there's a credible boxing training course available in the marketplace.
The NEC, you were here last year. What do you get out of last year in particular? Anything you really gained in particular, one thing?
Well, the clothing had only just really basically, I'd kicked off. It's one that, I get my fighters here, like the Buckland brothers that are here today. And tomorrow I'll have Ryan Burnett, who's the kid that I train, and Adam Lickle will be coming. So it's good for my fighters to get the name about. People, they do a little bit of training in the ring with me, and then people will say, well, we'll look out for that kid. So that's good for my fighters. It's good for my clothing range because, everything, whether it be from nutrition, from sporting goods, from mixed martial art wear to boxing wear, this is the biggest shop window for us, really, So yeah, I know when we come last year, a lot of people thought, well, I didn't know Ricky had a clothing thing, but now it's gone on from there, and hopefully he will be here next year, and it will be one step further again.
And the NEC is a good venue?
It is a good venue, yeah, absolutely fantastic. You can't get bigger, and when I think, when I say, my clothing range, my promotions and my boxes all here along some of the fantastic names that have probably been going a damn sight longer than I've been going, yeah, it makes me feel very, very proud.